Hello? Okay, that looks like it worked. Okay, you should be able to hear me now. Hi everyone, hi Irony, hi Morsode, hi Who Stole My Tea. Hope everyone is good today. I don't think there's too many secrets on this map. There is an Emblem axe somewhere that I need to get. Ooh, there's a Brave Lance. Definitely want that. Okay, the Emblem axe is over here. Thought I just saw an angelic robe. Yeah, I did, okay. Okay, so basically when I come in, I just need to kill these enemies to the left, but I probably want to do that anyway to get the treasure chests. Did we get our new flyer yet? Or is she coming, she might be coming a little later. We probably do want to use Haas, though. 17, 15, 15. Oh, maybe not. Let's see. No, these guys aren't too bad. Sean now has his fancy brave sword, so he's actually a contributing member of the roster now. Oh, sorry, I'm supposed to be reading this. I'm not used to it because we've been playing Engage lately. They've just encountered the Knight General, Holton Cabal, and his forces. The rebel army is currently locked in combat. Damn! So Magnus has brought out their elite forces, have they? Our forces there have switched from an offensive strike to a defensive battle. With the combined forces from the Fortress Guard and the Knight General, they won't be able to hold out very long. Alright, tell their leader this. Reinforcements will arrive as soon as possible. He must hold out until then, or the Knight General will come here and slaughter the main force. Be sure to inform the northern forces of the situation as well. You are dismissed. Yes, sir. Make sure I'd have... Oh, there is a time limit. Okay. But they just like, give it to you. That's fine. Hello, phones. Do I have any gems in here? I have an ocean seal I'm not going to use. I can sell that. Get my 5,000 Gs, kill my funds rank. Get a couple irons, because I think I was running low on these. Why use promo item to promote when Ken use it to buy items? Accuracy is not great. We just look at how much damage these guys do. 23, 21. The defensive 18, so that's not scary. Oh, we have a Fell contract we can sell too. Although I think I'm okay on, like, the things. Like, I think I'm good now that I bought stuff. He's a real unit now, guys. He can do things. Okay, so a couple spaces in front of Liam.
The power is within you.
We're gonna move him here where he can't get hit because I don't currently have him, I don't have a one-range weapon for him. And that's all there is for him to fight. Oh, I do have all three of them now, so triangle attack is an option now. I mean, not this map because I benched an Anna, but in general, it is now an option. While he attacks this meager castle, his forces are being destroyed, and at the end of the day, I will claim my prize. Yes, Ben. Go. Kill. Use Horse Slayer. Oh? Have you had enough yet? What, too scared to respond, worms? You rebels got carried away, but now you realize just how far of a different league you worms are in. Knight General Holton, sir. I will now relay news of our progress to the senators. I assume that we will cleanse these worms very soon. Huh, what a soldier. It's about time I find a minion who can handle work without having to ask about every little detail. Gives me more time for the hunt and the kill. That's kind of cool. I like that they do a, like, the cutaway cutscene there was neat, I think. Alright, he's got 26 on 10 speed, 36 crit. So I gotta be careful, because he can crit. Can crit at a long distance. But his damage is only 26, which is not that high. Like, Siegfried's defense is 19, so he would take 21 damage from a crit. Which is not nothing, but I'm not overly concerned about it either. Also, we have siege tomes now. Send Levion up to kill this mage, and then these guys should be fine, because they're both defensive enough that even if they get crit, it's just not really a problem. I do think it's funny that I basically don't have to worry about, like, foot unit movement, because literally almost all of my units are flyers, or mounted. Like, how many not mounted units do I have? 3, and 2 of them are required. Well, yeah, 2 of them are required. Get out, you dirty rebels. I want nothing to do with you. Okay, damn, dude. I will say, to be fair, that is, like, a little more realistic than, some other houses where you come in and they have, like, a conversation with you. I would probably throw someone out of my house if they just came in like that. Might as well start taking some shots at them. It's not like Haas has anything else to do. Didn't he already unlock that door? Did I just imagine that? Ah, Erica's iconic weapon, the wind sword. Glad we have one. Actually, I do like that this seems like she joined and she's just bypassed Pegasus, and we love that. Good Pegasus Knights. We stand. I wish rescue would come back at some point. I really like it as a mechanic. It makes me feel big brain when I rescue people. Ooh, that was almost bad. I guess if he was gonna have a 1 stat level up, speed is not the worst 1 stat to get. Okay, you got strength. That's really the only important one there. $22, $35. See, I feel like, well, I'm curious who stole my tea. What like about the old ones makes it hard for you to get into them? Is it like the mechanics? Is it the art? And any reason is valid, I'm just kind of curious. Okay, there's our Brave Lance. Got 11 resistance, so he would take 11, 24, he would take 35, which he would survive if he got hit by both. Yeah, I will say, maps in this game are extremely big. Yeah, regular GBA Fire Emblem maps are not usually quite this large. The Last Promise just really likes having giant maps. But hey, I mean, fair enough. I'm the opposite, where it took me a while to get used to, more modern Fire Emblem games, because they, you know, just because the differences are fairly significant between modern FE and older FEs. Like, it took me a long time to get used to, like, Fire Emblem with skills, because I grew up playing it without skills. This is the 10th Last Promise I've made. I feel like the Jimmy Neutron meme where the teacher is like, Sheen, this is the 5th time you've shown Ultra Lord this week. How are you doing, Frubbles? Skills and pairings are your fave part. Yeah, there's definitely less of that in there's less of that in GBA FE. FE4 has lots of pairings and skills, but yeah, GBA FE definitely has less of that. You slept in today? That's nice, you know. Sometimes you gotta sleep in. Although, I feel like I've lost the ability to sleep in. I wake up at like 8 or 9 o'clock pretty much no matter what. Like, I was expecting, like, we did my bachelor party last weekend, and I was expecting to sleep really late, because, you know, I had a lot of alcohol. But then, like, I really didn't. Like, I woke up at like 8:30, and I was very surprised. But yeah, I guess I just can't sleep in anymore. Yeah, I'm hoping for a 4 remake as well. I really like FE4. And I hope more people get a chance to play it, so a remake would be great for that. Hi Storm, how are you doing today? He just woke up. Nice, nice. Man, you guys are late sleepers. I've been up and active and doing stuff for 5 hours. Should the next Fire Emblem games remove Swordmaster, not Hero? Do we have to remove one of them? Can we not have both? Here, I have my big Kaga block here to bait this one mage. Because sages are scary. will the next game make swords good again? I mean, swords weren't bad in Engage, because the, like, the Levin sword was really good. So I think it just depends. Like, I feel like which weapon ends up being good is usually just comes down to, like, usually one of them will have a couple cracked weapons that don't exist in the other classes, and, you know, that becomes the good weapon type. So it'll just depend on what the good weapons look like in the next game. Swordmaster is kind of pointless until Sword are super good. Well, there's like a couple games where Swordmasters are okay, right? Swords aren't super good in FE7 or FE8, but like Joshua's fine. Yeah, Ryoma, I mean, Rajinto definitely helps in Ryoma's case. I wouldn't say it's just because of Rajinto, though. Like, it's also because, like, his stats are nuts, right? Like, you could reclass him and not use Rajinto, and he would still be really good. Oh, I forgot to bring a thief. That's unfortunate. Because there are many chests. And I definitely could have. I have a lot of deployment. I just forgot to bring one. Only Fates and Engage had good swords? Well, that's not true. Swords are great in Thracia. Swords are good in Genealogy. Swords are good in 6. Swords aren't bad in 6. Yeah, they're definitely not good in most games, but I feel like swords are often not, like, as bad. Like, the reason you don't use a lot of sword-locked units in, some other games is often because, like, the units aren't very good. Like, it's like the difference between Guy in Fire Emblem 7 and Joshua in Fire Emblem 8. Why do we use Joshua but not Guy? Well, because Joshua has better combat. So, like, even when swords aren't good, I feel like just making the units that use them good goes a long way. Of course, now that games just have, like, reclassing, maybe that's not true anymore. Because now, like, if you get a good unit, like, you get Kagetsu, right? Who's, like, a unit with really good stats in Swordmaster, and you just take him out of Swordmaster, right? Whereas in previous games, you had to live with the bad class to get the good unit in those situations. Hi, Asui. Trying to think, like, what other games swords are either okay or terrible in, besides the ones we've talked about. In 1, swords are okay. I mean, Marth is pretty good in 1. And he's sword locked. Yes, I did watch Danny's video on reclassing. It was good. I liked it. Would recommend. Yeah, Awakening, I honestly have no idea. I don't really know what the Awakening meta looks like. Because it is not a game that I play a ton of. Hi, Dark Aura Lord. Yeah, I mean, I think in FE1, it's probably more about the PRFs than the sword proficiency for Marth. But still, it's not like the lack of 1-2 range is the problem for him, because he does fine with 1 range. Let's see. I can send the Paul to finish that kill, I believe. Fast! Gonna have to triple team him. Well, I know in Awakening, like I said, I had not played a ton of Awakening, so I don't have first-hand knowledge of the meta, but I trust that what Septi has told me about it is correct. Which is that, like, Crom is, like, really good, because he has good bases, and then you can get him to do the broken stuff. Or, like, Mecha's been doing the Vike videos lately, which I don't know that I don't know if I'm sold on him being better than Robin. We'll have to see the results of the streams. But, I mean, I think they at least show that he's good. Or can be good, or can be used to carry the game, and he's not using films. But like even ignoring Vike, like Crom is good in Awakening. Should thieves be allowed to steal everything? Yes, every game should have Thracia stealing. Thracia stealing makes me happy. Oh good, there's an enemy thief to open these chests for me. Although I do also have a chest key, I noticed. Well, the other nice thing about Crom is that he has, like, actual bases, right? Like, you can use him to do things, and he can do them. Whereas Robin is on a journey of self-improvement before they get to really start popping off. Yeah, there is one good sword in FE9, that's true. You know, swords are okay in FE10. Like, I wouldn't say they're, like, cracked, but you use, like, you use a true blade and they're fine. Like, what's his name is, like, Mia's pretty good. What's his name in the Dawn Brigade is pretty good, whose name escapes me. Not Edward, the other one. Zyhark is the name I was looking for. Well, but the running test is just for the tower, right? Like, there is a whole rest of the game to play. Where I feel like Zyhark in particular has, like, a lot of great contributions during the Dawn Brigade arcs, right? And then Mia does stuff during, I feel like unless you're playing, like, super fast, Mia's, like, a respectable combat unit. And maybe even if you are playing super fast, I don't know. Radiant Dawn's another one that I have not really, attempted to optimize much. How am I handling the weight? You know, I think pretty well so far. I have all the secrets, we're on track for the good ending. I would say I am handling the weight pretty well. Is she outside? I have just finished recording and uploading a Halloween special. Alright, I'm very excited to watch that in, like, 2 months. I love Halloween. Well, I feel like a lot of the like, Swords bad discussion stems from, like, GBA Fire Emblem, because in GBA Fire Emblem, especially 7 and 8, to a much lesser extent 6, like Javelin Go Burr is like a big thing, right? And that makes Swords feel pretty bad. But like, there is a whole, like, 5 games before that. Like, Swords are good in 4 and 5. So I don't even know if, like, historically are Swords even bad. I feel like they're bad, like, half the time. But, you know, I feel like they're also good about half the time. Like, a little less than half the time. Well, but the thing is, potent enemy phasing, again, it depends on the game, right? Like, yes, I would agree, Irony, that they are, like, if we look at which one is the worst most often, I do think it's Swords. But, like, there's a lot of games where Swords are good. Like, if I pick up a Fire Emblem game, I do not assume that the Swords are gonna be bad. But again, I think, like, the like, wanting, like, 1-2 range enemy phasing is, again, kind of like a bit of a bias towards certain games, right? Where enemy phasing is really strong, and where you need to do it at 1-2 range. What is it? Is this a crit lance? Yeah, it's a crit lance with 5-9. Okay. That's true. In real life, people did not throw swords. Well, but I don't think that's necessarily true. Like, in a lot of games, 1-2 range isn't super good. Like, in Conquest, you do enemy phasing, but, like, usually not with, like, a javelin. Like, you use a tome if you're doing 1-2 range. Or, like, in 5, you often just enemy phase with a one-range weapon when you need to enemy phase. Or like if you're playing really fast, you just warp and then you don't care about enemy phasing. So I think even, like, there are many games where 1-2 range is very important. But I do think there are games where it's, like, not that important. Or at least not as important. Or even in Engage, a lot of your enemy phasing is done at one range with like a Vantage Wrath Warrior. There's like some maps where you do the leaf thing and you use a bow and an axe, but often you're just enemy phasing at one range. Because there's just one enemy up here, yeah. Well, but we're not talking about neglecting 1-2 range. 1-2 range is always a good thing, but it is not always the most important thing. Well, and also sometimes swords do have it. Like in 5, swords do have 1-2 range. In 4, they don't always, but they're also very good. Or like in Engage, 1-2 range is important sometimes, but there's also a lot of maps where you want to just one range things. Yeah, I mean, I don't think anyone was ever saying that 1-2 range is bad. Of course, it's always good, but it is in many games not as important or the most important thing. But I think the main reason people value it is because GBA FE is one of the like most discussed and studied games, and it's incredibly good in GBA FE. But like, let's say that Engage was the game that brought people into the series and was like people's main frame of reference for Fire Emblem, no one would be talking about 1-2 range as if it's like the most important thing. Check damages here. 26. 21. There is also 11 Sword and Engage. Yeah, 3 houses swords are pretty depressing. True, Levion bad. The Levin sword has an interesting history with how, like, good or bad it is. Because it's also in Shadow Dragon, but it is not a terribly exciting weapon in Shadow Dragon. Although you do use it for the skip on, Wooden Cavalry. have our dancer. Through the power of rescue dropping. What is my favorite engaged support? Let me think about that. The Knight General still isn't here. Perhaps this army that Liam joined isn't a complete failure. Oh, how I look forward to seeing the look on his face when he sees his old friend. What is my favorite engaged support? Two that immediately jump to mind. Kagetsu Bushiran is pretty funny. Makes me laugh. And, what's the other funny one? Vander Pandreo is a funny one. Hey, we have Rune Sword on the Hector sometimes. When I summon Hector, he has a Rune Sword. If it's the red summon. Check range real quick. Thought that was fine, but good to check. Yeah, although part of the struggle with axes in 4 is you just don't get, like... I feel like you don't get a great axe unit. Like, you get Lex, who's okay, but, like, you never get, like, a fast axe unit with Pursuit in Gen 1. Hit 94, attack 33, speed 11. 51, speed 15. Okay. So this is fine. I don't know, Frubbles. I do like that wood cutting axe. If I were a unit, what class would I be? Ooh, Manakite's a good answer. I don't know if I would have thought of that if you didn't say it, but Manakite would be a good answer. I think, I don't know, it's tough, because that's like a different question than what's your favorite class, you know? Oh, no, we did this already in the Discord server. We decided that I was a Royal Knight, I think. Are Lances ever meh? Lances are pretty meh and engaged.
The power is infinite.
this fella for me. This game, or this map, has a timer, but it's pretty generous, so I'm not overly stressed about it. Well, I guess it depends what you mean by meh, right? Like, to me they're meh, because I'm like, there's never like a reason I want to be using lances, and in fact, like, if I have to use lances, I'm kind of bummed about it. Like, I'm actively unhappy that Royal Knight is stuck on lances, right? See, Ballistician is a good pick. You get forges, people keep you away from, Well, Chloe is like, you want to get her out of using lances, right? Like, you deal with it at the beginning because, like, because you have to. But then you want to get her off of lances, right? Typically. That's also before you start, like, forging a bunch of stuff. Like, I would say the reason I think of lances as being meh for Chloe is because I want to give her 11 sword, right? And you don't have 11 sword right away anyway, so it doesn't hurt too much for her to be on lances in the immediate term. Yeah, I mean, you can definitely give her lance power and it works, for sure. Oh, you could also do that with sword power. Whatever power you want to give will get Chloe there. Alright, what is this drizzle? Sorry, it has 30 crit. Okay, so I don't want to get crit by it. We have literally 12 turns, so there's no reason to risk getting crit by it. Because you guys are all windy babies, right? Yeah. So here, come crash into Levion, please. True! Fate's stealing ideas from TLP. I need to be a little careful. That is a long bow, so these guys can get hit. Okay. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense that axes are good in a lot of games, because, like, when I think of axes, I think, like, oh, okay, they're like swords and lances, but they do more damage, but have less accuracy. So, like, if accuracy isn't a problem, and there isn't a special lancer sword that makes them really good, then it makes sense that axes tend to pop off. Level up here. Wouldn't that be nice? I'm using Great Knight Gold Mary in the modded engage run. She is certainly very beefy. That much is for sure. Yes, in some games, functionally, axe accuracy is not even an issue because there's a lot of lances. Who has my highest defense? I'm curious. Is it Le'Veon? 20's pretty good. Feels like it's gonna be him or... Yeah, it's Le'Veon. What a man. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why, but it definitely does seem to be that a lot of new players get the impression that axes are bad. I mean, I certainly did when I was a kid and playing for the first time. I was like, oh, axes, ick, yuck. I think that might be because a lot of games have bad ambassadors for axes at the beginning. Like, when I started playing Fire Emblem, it was... Fire Emblem 7, and your first axe units are Dorcas and Bartray. Who are very unexciting units.
The power is within you.
You do get Hector, and Hector's like a pretty good ambassador for axes. But, like, you know, you play your first Fire Emblem game, you play Lyn mode, you get Dorcas, and you're like, well, this guy's disappointing. Then you get into Ellawood mode, and you get Bartray, and you're like, oh, this guy's also disappointing. Then you get Hector, and he feels like the exception to the rule, you know? Hexbassador. Or, like, I would say that's, like, probably also true for FE8, right? Well, actually, I don't know, because people really like Ross. I was about to say you get Garcia and Ross, who are, like, not exciting units. But people do find Ross to be an exciting unit, so maybe he is a good ambassador for axes. I don't know. Yes, yes, Dusel is the good Axebassador in that game. Although the bad first impression is, like, definitely a thing in 6, too, right? You get Wade and Lot. Feels pretty bad. So that's my theory on where that comes from. I think probably a lot of people started playing the game in 7, and 7 does not have a lot of good axe units. You do actually, the good axe unit that you start with is Marcus. But Marcus does not start with an axe in his inventory. I do think, like, so obviously there were some things in the Jellopocalypse video that were incorrect, but I do think it sometimes gets a little too much flack for things that I do not think are, like, its fault. Like, a lot of people, I've seen people blame it for people, like, making Fire Emblem dating sim jokes, and I was like, we were making these way before the Jellopocalypse video came out. Those have been around since, like, very early Awakening. Maybe even before then. So I don't know, when people got, like, mad at that joke, I was like, have we not been making that joke for a while? drop a door key. And or do I have a door key? I did not consider my lack of door key. Oh, we might miss a couple chests. Unless, do you have a door key and we can bait you through the wall? No? Okay, we're gonna miss a couple chests. Sad. Well, but I mean, I don't even think some of it is like misinformation. Like when people are like, oh, it feeds into the misinformation that Fire Emblem is a dating sim. And I was like, it was just like a joke. I don't know. I do not consider that misinformation. This guy's kind of annoying. Crit and very dodgy. Can you be rescued, Haas? Yes, you can. Which means this attack is safe for you to make, even if you get crit. So this is the rebel army. It seems the rumors are true. You are a bunch of fools. What makes you think you can best me? Alright, see you later, Akira. Have a good premiere. Yeah, that's why I was confused about, like, people having that issue with the video Asui, because I was like, I feel like we've been making these jokes forever, and nobody had a problem with them until right now. Yvonne, so it was true. You do command this group. So, Arthrum's trick worked. You're alive. It's good to see you, old friend. Oh, yes, I did. What of it? What? How could you be so cold? You act like we meant nothing to you. Maybe you did to the old me. But as you can see, I've changed. I've improved. It's all because I sold out Nathan's dinky little guild. We were friends. We became like family. What in the world could possibly be worth our lives? Proving my loyalties. To who? The bandits? You know, why don't you join me, brother? You said we're like family. He can do the same for you that he did for me. It's so liberating. To not have to feel useless emotions like guilt or shame. Never! Whatever happened, you're not the same person who taught me how to control myself during battle. You're no more than a soulless husk, begging to be put out of its misery. Then come at me. We'll see how you measure up. Yeah, I don't know. I guess maybe part of the reason why those, like, jokes never bothered me is because I'm like, I don't know, I kind of like the dating sim elements in Fire Emblem. So when people are like, oh, it's like got the dating sim stuff, and I'm like, yeah, it does. Even, I mean, like you guys were saying, even the old games have some of that. Like, I remember pairing arguments way back in the day. Siegfried's so good. What the hell? Okay, I was thinking we might be able to get better accuracy. You bastard! Come back here. We aren't finished yet. The only thing I really think that, like, didn't work with the dating sim stuff for me was kids in Fates are silly. But other than that, I've been pretty happy with, like, the dating sim elements in Fire Emblem games. I like doing the S supports, I like pairing people. Maybe there are some small changes to it that I would make. Like, I do think in Fates there's probably, like, too many possible pairings. I did prefer the old days where, like, each unit had, like, a couple possible pairings, maybe, like, 2 or 3. But, like, it felt like there was chemistry for each of them. Whereas I do feel like in Fates, you can pair a lot of people that just have no chemistry. Also, high sequitur. Like, Camilla and Silas do not have chemistry, and it's a weird support chain. And I think in another game, they just wouldn't have an S support. So that might be one thing I would change. Oh, I see the chat is going off the piece of paper. Let me drag it up there. What is it? I've been notified that our northern forces succeeded in taking the fortress there and are coming here as reinforcements. I'll organize our defenses here and then push back General Holton's army. Take whoever is able and reinforce the rebels to the south. Help them escape from the Knight General and his forces. You must prevent as many casualties as possible. I got it. I'll head out immediately. To think our battles are going to be like this for a while. We're inching closer and closer to the heart of Magnus. Now we're the ones invading Magnus, trying to put an end to the source of this madness. Lily, I'll be finished soon. Oh, you know the other thing that I don't like about newer support systems? Like, a unit like the child units having S supports is kind of weird, champ. Like, in FE8, you have Amelia, who is like a kid, right? And she has a great support with Dusel, and they have a wonderful paired ending where he takes her on as his protege and helps her find her parents. It's really cute, and I like it. And it bothers me sometimes when I'm like, if this were made in Fates, you guys would get married and it would be weird. So that's another thing I guess I don't like about, like, the Fates era of supports. Is something amiss, Anakin? No, just tired. I'm not so sure I'm cut out for so much action in one day. It's a miracle that we've conquered Baronia, and Magnus hasn't been able to do a thing yet. Lighten up, Anakin. There's good news. I found a secret vault stashed with money. One of the prisoners we took coughed up the secret with a little motivation. That last part doesn't sound like my part of motivation, my kind of motivation. But I like the idea of having money. It's not spending money, Anakin. We need to stock up on supplies here. We'll get the best of weapons, tomes, medicine, and anything else we need. We can sell our old weapons to make a little extra cash, too. We might never have as good a chance to properly arm ourselves as we do now. I know. Then don't act so childish. What did I do so wrong? All I did was say I liked having money around. We live in a peculiar era, where people like you two lead an army to liberate the oppressors of a continent. It's battle preps! I was just talking in the Discord about how much I love this map in FE7. Oh, by the way, join the Discord. There's the plug for today. We talk about Fire Emblem and play Xenoblade and Raincode. It's a cool place. Alright. What do I have to do on this chapter? Okay, I need to bring Storm and Haas. I'm glad I checked, because there's no way I was going to bring Storm. Okay, that's it. I need to bring Storm and Haas. I'm really feeling it. What a bunch of jokers. Alright, let's get my squad here. Apparently, alright, nobody without a mount needs to come. We want mounts and flyers. Except for Haas and Storm, who both need to come. Here, Storm can carry all of the things that I would like to sell. Sell the Fell contract, we could sell the Animate Seal. I think I have a bajillion hero crests I can sell. Oh, maybe I already sold some of them. Okay, let me just see where we're at on inventory. We got plenty of silver swords, we got plenty of iron swords. We're good on swords, I think. Lances, we got irons, we got silvers, we got a brave, horse slayer. We have 8 billion hand axes. We don't have any, like, big powerful axes, though, but, like... Here's the question. Do I have units that can use powerful axes? Because I don't think I've been, like, terribly... Okay, Howard can. And where's Levian? Levian's the other one that might be able to. But where is he? Okay, Levian can as well. Money! Well, we have our gold. Time to make good use of it. Commander Anakin, if you're done ahead of schedule, please let me know, and I will inform everybody else. I will, thank you. Although according to the document, I need to not end the map that way. I need to wait for the turns to run out. Oh, I can buy the Cappuccino Lance here. Winter bow. Okay, I'm gonna buy a brave bow, I think. Just one. Get 2 physics. Oh, these are siege tomes. Although I don't think I have anyone that can use them. We'll buy 1 dasher for Sia. Have I played Project Ember? I have not, but I want to, because we literally... People talk about Project Ember in the Discord all the time, and I want to have an opinion on it. But I can't, because I haven't played it. Storm, I have something for you. Chief, what can I help you with? You misunderstand. I have something to give you. It's a bow. I've never seen a bow quite like this. Is it strong? Well, it has low might, but it's effective against every enemy. So you might find it to be okay sometimes. But in this case, I'm just passing it down to you so you can make good use of it. Thank you, Chief. I will do just that. It is controversial in the Discord. I would say we have a couple people that really like it, and then a couple people that really don't like it. And that's why I want to play it, because I'm like, I want to know if it's good. Get a couple silver axes, a couple killer axes. I feel like I might like it, because I feel like whether people like it seems to so far somewhat hinge on whether or not you really like vanilla FE6. And I do not love vanilla FE6. I like it, it's fun, but it's like, I would say pretty far from one of my favorites. It's like 11? Now that's interesting to hear. Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna need a restore staff, but I'm gonna buy a couple because we're getting into late game, which means status staves are kind of on the table now. Ah, battle preps, my beloved. And let's just get a couple tomes. We'll get one for, what's her name? Whose name escapes me. Get a recover staff. We'll get a couple mends. I am approaching the big enemy stat spike. Excellent. I mean, I figured we must be because we're getting towards the end of the game. Alright, let me just check. Okay, it says wait out the timer to get 23XX. But don't talk to the guy. I think that was a success. I feel much more confident about our odds of success, with us being well prepared. I agree. Hey, Anakin, do you feel that? Here, I will express my thoughts on FE6 in a second. Dad, the ground, it's shaking. What's happening? What? The Nebulous Ruins. Ouch. Yeah, when I read that Deke is Garrick in Chapter 2, I was like, this game must be balanced in an insane way. Yeah, I just hurt my arm while falling. Did we really fall? I mean, where did we fall from? I can answer that question. What the? Who are you? Did you fall here too? No, I invited you. With my magic. Invited us? Are you insane, old man? No, my magic grants me the capability to vortex matter. It is quite an interesting art, but it requires energy. What do you mean, energy? Ether, as well as the force of those weapons you carry. What? The emblem weapons, as you call them. They're imbued with a high amount of ether that can be extracted through the use of an ancient fort. You brought us down here just for these weapons? Why are they so important? They're not even very good. Just what are you doing in these ruins that no one knows exists? I am a pupil of the dark arts. Grant me those weapons, and I shall return you to the surface. You can have them, they're not even that good. Just send us back. We're fighting a war, and we don't have time for this nonsense. You can have your weapons back now that I've absorbed their tremendous energy, and now, come, beings of darkness! Bring down the catastrophe! Okay, it was odd. Alright, so here's my thoughts on FE6. Overall, I like FE6, but I'm just gonna give you my gripes with it. I think I don't mind shaky hit rates. I think FE6 hit rates are a little too shaky, I would say. It's really bad, and you often need multiple units to kill an enemy, and when someone misses, it's a big problem, and I find that annoying. Or you just use Marcus to kill everything, but, like, I don't know, that's not terribly fun either. I feel like, here's my one thing with, FE6 that, like, people that like FE6 say, but I kind of disagree with. Like, people always say that, like, FE6 is great for, Iron Manning, and I kind of disagree. Because FE6 does have a lot of units and a lot of replacement units, but, like, most of them suck, and the good units are not that replaceable. So I feel like I have a bunch of dudes that don't do anything, that are very replaceable. But, like, if any of my actually important units die, it's a real problem. But overall, I don't know. There's just a lot of maps in FE6 that I don't really like. And I don't like the super janky hit rates. But it is fun. I mean, it's GBA FE, and I really like GBA FE. This is the S bow. Oh no, it's Storm's bow. Yeah, well, I mean, the idea of True Hit is that you aren't supposed to notice it. So if you didn't notice it, it was actually kind of doing its job. Let's bring Emma so that we can have an Illuminate. Convoy's pretty full. How did we get our tent down here? Oh, I didn't mean to skip that. Whoops. Yes, the story is definitely, like, very much FE11, but, well, I guess FE1, but again. And I don't mind that, because I kind of like Arcanea. But definitely, like, if you're not a big Arcanea, like, if you don't like Arcanea, then FE6 is like, oh great, we're doing Arcanea again, and I didn't even like it the first time. Ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-da-dum, ba-dum, bum, ba-bum. Ba-bum, bum, ba-bum. Hopefully we don't get copyright striked, like we did for the Naruto music. Why are these enemies wimpy babies? But FE6 does have a few characters I really like, and, like, I would say for me it has more frustrating maps than fun maps, but it also has a couple maps that I really like. Like, I know a map that frustrates people a lot, and I understand, but I think it's a really cool map I think it's Chapter 7, where Zealot joins. I really like that map. It feels very stressful, but, like, in a fun way. But yeah, that's kind of the reason I don't play 6 that much. Is just I really like GBA FE, but whenever I play 6, I'm like, oh, I kind of wish I could just like be playing 7 or 8, and then I do that instead of playing 6. So that's why I don't play 6 a lot, even though overall I think it's pretty fun. Yes, 11A is a good map. I don't know if I would say best in the series, but it's a good map for sure. It's the Echidna map, is 11A, right? I am playing Last Promise. Hi, RPG Gamer. How are you doing today? Look, Kaga giveth and Kaga taketh, okay? We get the boat maps. We get the boat maps in Gaiden, and we accept them because it means we also get the jailbreak map in Thracia. It's a trade-off. We gotta take the cringe to get the good maps.
The power is within you.
I wonder if you move. I'm a little nervous that you might. Do I dabble in a lot of the ROM hacks? I have been recently. I've been playing The Last Promise on stream, and then off stream I've been playing a fair amount of Oops All Archers FE8, and I just started Vision Quest, which has been pretty fun so far. And then we were just talking about Project Ember, which I would like to try. Oh, yes, I also played FE8, but it's my biology homework. That was a fun little hack. Oh, did my illuminate? Is it not illuminating the boss anymore? Bummer. I have heard that take before, Phones. It's not an uncommon take. That Hero of the Western Isles is one of the best in the series. I would have to play it again and think about it if to what extent I agree with that, if any, because it is a good map. It's a really good map. But best in the series is very high praise, so I'd have to give that some thought. Yeah, a friend of mine is playing The Lonely Mirror and are really enjoying it so far, so I've been thinking about checking that out. when I have a little more time. I'm playing too many Fire Emblem runs right now. I've also been working on 0% Growth's Thracia, so I gotta finish some stuff. Best map in the series is Battle Before Dawn. Ugh, you wound me. Oh, Forever Draft is just gonna get done when it gets done. I think I'm gonna stream the Three Houses playthrough for the Forever Draft, though. I think that might be after Engage, might be Three Houses Forever Draft. Well, the NPC and enemy placement's part of the map, though, I feel like. I will say I do like that map on, like, everything except Hector hard mode. All of the annoyances go away on lower difficulties, and you get to keep, like, the really cool map part of Battle Before Dawn. Because there is a really cool map part of Battle Before Dawn. Because what Battle Before Dawn nails, like absolutely nails, is the atmosphere. Like the whole running to the defense point in the fog of war because the assassins killed the lights. The sense of urgency is amazing. You know, and then you lose the map because Jafar killed himself. Well, you don't lose the map, but I feel like most people reset if Jafar dies. If you had warp at the start, would it be more fun? Maybe? Maybe. Because, like, I do think that would remove some of the tension, because some of the tension is, like, the dash to the boss, right? Or the dash to the prince. So you would lose that. But, on the flip side, you would get, like, it would be less annoying, but I think you would lose some of the charm from the map. Yes, this is, Zelda music, but it would be less annoying if you had warp at the beginning. One deployment slot next to Zephiel, but it's the non-primary lord? Oh god, that just makes it rougher. I have to protect Zephiel with goddamn Ellawood? You will perish in darkness long before that happens. I feel like in practice, that's Zephiel protecting Ellawood. So powerful. From where? This power. This was a weird map. This feeling, it's going to happen again. I can just sense it. Grab your things, everyone. We could be warped any second now. I'm grabbing this stuff, too. These weapons are pretty rare. And what is this? A gem? I can feel power emanating from it. This is amazing. Perhaps being randomly warped around wasn't such a bad thing. I will say, to be fair to YouTube, it thinks it's the Blazing Blade because I told it was the Blazing Blade. You have to put, like, if you want to mark it as a game, you have to, like, put in the game you're playing. And obviously they don't have, the last promise, so I put in the Blazing Blade. So that one's not on YouTube, that one's on me. Oh my god. You get so much stuff from this random paralog. Oh hey, it's the gay sphere. I wonder what it does. Oh, the gay rock is Athos drops. Very forward thinking of them. The mark of favoritism, but like so late in the game that everyone already had their growths. Ugh. No, don't do it. Don't stop. Don't do it! Dad? Dad, what's wrong? Huh? What are you talking about? Did I say something in my sleep? Yeah, you were shouting. You woke us up. It was kind of scary. Oh, I'm sorry. It was just a dream. I didn't mean to. Dreams get to the best of us, don't they? You should go back to sleep. There's a couple more hours until dawn. Rest easy, Siegfried. Will you be alright, Dad? Of course, Sean. It's just a dream. You should really go to bed yourself. Your mother wouldn't approve of you staying up this late. I guess she wouldn't. Come to think of it, she probably wouldn't want me fighting either. Well, you're a grown man, but sometimes I'm not sure myself, Sean. I'm not sure if we should be fighting in this war. Sometimes I feel like all I've ever done is fight, and because of it, I've lost so much. Maybe fighting this war wasn't the right thing for me to do, but every time I doubt myself, I remember what I'm fighting for. When you think of that, it's hard to look away. Yeah. We're in the heart of Magnus. This is where it all ends. Oh, I could have got one in Chapter 11? Damn, I missed it. I missed a Pride Rock? That's so sad. Yeah, that's what I keep telling myself. Now you need to go to sleep, Sean. It's midnight. You'll be tired later, and you'll regret it. Sorry, Dad. Good night. Who's there? Show yourself. Who are you? What are you doing here? They're fine. They're a green unit. I must see Siegfried. Who are you to ask to see the general at this hour? A Magnian, a traveler? A newcomer recruit? I must see Siegfried. The night lengthens. Its peak is near. What are you mumbling about? I must see Siegfried. Time is running out. Just who are you? Fine, stay here. I'll get someone for you. No. The shadow of the enemy lingers. We must not chat idly any longer. This is my first playthrough, yeah. Siegfried is in grave danger. Take me to him, now. I suppose there's nothing wrong with escorting you. Just don't try anything fishy. You're in our territory. He's a green unit. He's fine. General Siegfried, someone is here for you. He suggests that we're in danger of being attacked. What did you say? It is inevitable. A dark shadow approaches as we speak. Who are you? How do you know of this? I am a man warped by dark magic. At times my voice and conscience fade. I came here to warn you, my master's minions approach. Well, I'm glad you told us. However, this doesn't explain why you've decided to tell us. I seek freedom. My teacher is a threat to this freedom. You are the protector of this freedom. Do my actions appear illogical? Does anything else need an explanation? If not, then I implore you to act, General. Perhaps, but I suppose this can wait. You say we're being ambushed? Time draws ever closer while we speak, General. I believe the guardsman who brought me here is notifying the others. Alright. I suppose we shouldn't leave any guests unwelcomed. Tommy, what was your name? Rana. Rana, huh? Many thanks. Think nothing of it. Whoa, unique sprite! Everyone stay back. This man is extremely dangerous. Seems you've become smarter since our last encounter, Kellic. What do you want from us? It's not what I want, it's what Magnus wants. Your heads. Do you intend to take our heads with those few soldiers of yours? Indeed, it would have been easier had you stayed in bed. But it doesn't matter. You will die, regardless. I don't know who you are, but you've lost it if you think you can beat us with those numbers. You would do well not to underestimate your opponent. These are not ordinary humans. I sincerely doubt any of you are strong enough to take them down. They are corpses, reanimated by powerful ether by my master. I don't know what kind of foul sorcery your master does. But I think you'll be in for a surprise as well if you go underestimating us. Kellic, how do you know him? We fought outside of Yulia before we rescued you. He had me down, but Anakin came and for some reason he left. But this time will be different. I accept your challenge. Alright. Hold up, let me check if there's anything I need to do to get the true ending this chapter. Okay, there's a recruitment. Okay, pretty straightforward recruitment. I have too many units. Too many good units. Hey, it's almost time for Luke to promote. Oh, neat. This is the town we were just in. That's kind of cool. Where's Emma? Excuse you, I was told there were only 3 enemies. This is more than 3 enemies. Oh, good dodge, Howard. God bless. Look, if you don't love Fog of War, you don't love Fire Emblem 7, okay? I'm surprised that's a Dark Toad. It doesn't look like one.
The power is within you.
I kind of forgot to give you items. Might have to send you to the tent. Oh, not a bad level up. Strength and speed. Love to see it. Oh, our convoy's full? Okay, I mean, you could drop the one-use silver bow. And then we're gonna have you go back to the tent. Let's get him a bow. Oh, let's also not get our dancer hit by a paladin. That'll be good for... Oh! Hello. Hi. Rana, you're still here? Yes. Why? I'm not here for a reason. I'm here because I lack a reason to go elsewhere. This place has become a battlefield, as you warned us. You should just stay back and wait until the fighting is done. We appreciate you taking the risk to warn us of the ambush. You are welcome. You should know I only did it for myself. Yes, I know. It was to protect your freedoms, right? We're rebels against oppression, which makes us freedom fighters. So you told the right people, even if it was for a selfish reason. Selfish. You are not selfish, Siegfried? Everyone is to some extent, but I'm not fighting this war for myself. I see. So you fight for someone else. How generous of you. Perhaps I can fight for someone else, and not just myself. You can fight? Dark magic is the most powerful and dangerous to exist. Simply wielding it makes us casters slowly move away from sanity and into the dark abyss. I can't say I quite understand, but if this magic is so powerful, why not join us and put it to use? After all, you'll not only be protecting your own freedoms, but others as well. You've given me a good reason to fight. Now I have a reason to stay here. That's right, Rana. You're part of our family now, so don't get lost in this darkness. Siegfried, I live in the darkness. I was born in it, molded by it. Fucking Bane-ass druid. Okay, he can't use that yet, but that's okay. He will be able to use it eventually. Oh yes, let's look at his stats. Is he any good? I mean, pretty good magic. Speed is okay. It's like on par. Yeah, it's like pretty good speed. It's like on par with my upper half in speed units. His staff rank is C. Ooh, this song, though. Okay, there's enemies behind me, too. Good to know. Hi, Robin. That's true. The 19 luck is not bad. No, I can put some stuff on undeployed units, so I will be able to clear the convoy. Ooh, I didn't need to leave the convoy. I wasn't quite done. Oh, goodbye. Good job, Haas. Are you in a siege town? You do. Oh my god, you guys had me panicking for a second there, Fuds. When you say TOS, I think Terms of Service, not, Tales of Symphonia. I was like, oh god, did I say something TOS? You guys weren't kidding about the stats getting a big boost here. These guys aren't messing around. But why would the O be capitalized in only one of them? It's of in both words. That's how you do Tails names. Fair enough. Tails is an interesting series. I would like to play more of them, but like, I have been mixed on the ones that I've played. I always feel like they're a little bit too long. With the exception of, I didn't really feel that way about Tales of Symphonia 1. But every other Tales game I've played, I've been like, enjoying it, and then felt like it should have ended, like, a while ago. Hi, Danny. How are you doing today? Alright. What is your speed? 16, so you will get doubled. The accuracy is a little shaky, though. Oh, but not for you, it's not. God bless Karina. We have 29 attack on the heavy spear. Okay, it's going to be the same on both, so that's fine. Yeah, I'm not overly worried about this knight then. Hi, Evelyn. Yeah, Tales of Vesperia is actually the one I was thinking of, where I really enjoyed it, but I remember thinking that, like, I really wanted it to end, like, I don't know, like, 5 to 10 hours before it actually ended. But Vesperia is cool. It has a lot of characters I really like. Her name escapes me at this moment, but I really like the mage in that game. Rita. I like Rita a lot. I mean, 5 to 10 doesn't seem that bad in a 60-hour... Ooh, excuse me, a 60-hour game, but, like... Okay. But, like, when I think of, like, RPGs that I'm really in love with... Like, when I think of, like, Persona 5 was an RPG I loved, that game's, like, 100 hours long, and, like... I don't know, I was down to keep playing it. I was like, yeah, this could be even longer. Oh, F in chat. Okay, let's clear our convoy and also give Haas some items that he can use. We're trade with Storm. I think Storm is holding a Brave Bow. Where are you, Storm? Here you are. Yes, unrip Haas. the dead walk among us. What are your ranks? Okay, E-swords. I have not been grinding your sword rank at all. That's fine. Oh, that's not why I reset, but I'm not sure if I need the Emblem weapons alive anymore. I did need the Emblem weapons alive for the last chapter, but I'm not sure if I do anymore. Hello, Rana, and welcome to the squad. Okay, this guy's pretty scary. He has a halberd. So I mean, he's not terribly scary, but just I need to be careful with my, like, cavalry. Love to see that. Guy's range. That halberd is a little spooky. It's gotta be a little careful about that. I want to get halberded. The spear, however, is not that scary. So this is fine, because the halberd does not have 1-2 range. People do die when they're killed. In this world, a head without a body cannot possibly survive. Here's a hypothetical question for you guys. Let's say when our convoy promotes, that he promotes into a combat unit, but now takes a deployment slot. How good would the combat unit have to be for you to, like, want to promote the convoy? Oh, here, we can just have Sia do it. For some reason, I thought he was lower than he is. Well, it's not a second lord. You don't have to deploy him. You can undeploy him, but he now takes a deployment slot. I feel like he'd have to be pretty good. Like, I feel like better than self-sufficient, right? Because, like, if he's just another random self-sufficient combat unit, then you don't really need him. You'd probably rather have the free convoy. Oh, big crit. If you're only gonna level 1 stat, it might as well be strength. You have a jab. Yeah, you do. think these guys are gonna go hit the tent, even though they could hit our guys. Pretty sure that's the way that the AI is gonna work, but we'll see. Actually, they might hit Haas, because he can't counterattack. Does not play on casual mode. They are now a normal unit, but they can do combat, they can access the convoy, but they take a deployment slot. And they can die now. If they die, they die. Oh, the hypothetical question, Danny, was if when your convoy hit 21, they promoted into a combat unit, but they now take a deployment slot and can perma-die, how good would they have to be as a unit for you to want to promote them versus leaving them as a 10? Feeling like the boss is up in this area. I'm wondering if he's close enough that we can get him. He's pretty close, but not close enough that we can get him. Yeah, I will say, if they die, you don't lose your convoy, you just lose your on-map convoy. You can still use it in battle preps. Might be a, give Siegfried another turn. Then he can just come and fuck someone up here. Because I mean, Leopold can kill this guy, it's just the sniper makes me a little nervous to do it with Leopold. Instead, we can have Leopold help with this horror movie monster of a hero. Oh, the Swordmaster is going to be a nightmare too. They're on a bush. Oh boy. Okay, good job, Rana. Hey, a Brave Axe. I like a Brave Axe. Oh god, the... Ah, she has air caliber! Fuck. We can block the air caliber spaces, but we still have this this guy to deal with. Damn, no crit. Will a triangle attack kill him? Yes, it would. But two people would have to be in range of this stupid air caliber enemy. Here, Howard, can you contribute to this at all? Not really accurately. You can contribute to blocking one of the spaces from which Leopold dies. So you have 25. You do die, right? 25. Yeah, because it's going to be triple. Oh, Corbin can rescue you? I'm surprised. Alright. Crisis averted. We have the power of rescue. I didn't think Corbin was going to be able to do that rescue. And yet we still have this horrifying sword master. Oh, wait, does this not even work on wyverns? I always assumed it was both. Is it just Pegasus? Because then we don't even have to stress about Leopold. In which case, we totally could triangle attack. Because you guys don't have con, right? Yeah, I'm going to assume that flavor text is accurate. And that it is, in fact, only Pegasus that are weak to the air caliber. That's what I'm talking about. I'm happy I got to do that. I feel like I don't get triangle attack value very often in Fire Emblem. Okay, and the tooltip was not lying. That does appear to only be effective against Pegasi and not Wyvern. "52 might on 22 speed. Must be nice. I wonder if you move. It would not shock me." You're not weighed down, right? Are you? No. Sniper's like right here, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, he can't get anywhere. Alright, let's see if the boss moves. Nope. Look, the engage run triangle attack doesn't work because I don't have Vander. How can I do the retainer triangle attack without Vander? Yikes. Dude, Siegfried is so good, it's nuts. Actually a ridiculous unit. I think we're gonna kill the boss next turn though, which means I want to make sure we get rid of this sniper before he jump scares one of my flyers. Oh, he dropped something too, so all the more reason. Kellick's not doubling because this boss has 22 speed, dude. The man is fast. Well, that's simply because Siegfried is disgusting, and Kellick is merely good, but he does not disgust me. Here, we can try to triangle attack again too. If the boss decides it's time to move now, I'm going to scream. Yeah, I think we probably will triangle attack. We can do Siegfried, dance him, and then triangle attack. Barring 3% crit, which would be a bummer. If it's death you seek, then death you'll have. I'm assuming this works on bosses. I'm gonna make a save state in case it doesn't, because I feel like that would not be my fault. Ha! Triangle attack value! My blood? This is ridiculous. How could I dodge a 100% crit? Ugh. The famed slayer of warriors. To think you would fall to these inferior beings. Seeing you squirm so helplessly, You're a laugh, Phoenix. Ha ha ha! Be gone! Take your injuries elsewhere. You're of no use to me. My apologies, rebels. I've yet to formally congratulate you. Now that the weakling has been warped away, let me do so. You've accomplished much, getting this far. I would expect no less from the man who was once renowned as the most powerful soldier in Valencia. The same goes for the young brother of the arrogant swordsman. Ha-ra-ra-ra-ra! Your expression hints to me fear. Can you feel my power? Does it not overwhelm you? Since you seem too stunned to respond, let me explain. I'm a mage beyond even the level of the kid, the mage general. Few know of me yet, but those who do fear me as Lahar. I used the foolish emperor and his emotions to gain unchecked authority. Authority to do whatever I please in my conquest for power. Backed by the Emperor of Magnus, no one dares interfere with me. Funds, time, space, power, authority, and genius. Is it starting to come to you? Have you realized it? Those people we fought just now. That was you who made them? Phoenix's master. Ha ha ha. Yes, indeed. It was me. The perfect beings, grand in strength, infinite in number. I created these powerful corpses, and their power is only a fraction of my own. With my power and knowledge, I can do what no other has. My ability to control ether, and the dark magic I cast. No one can get anywhere close to reaching my level. The only thing stopping me is your group of freedom fighters. You seek your freedom, and I seek mine. As long as you exist, there too exists a threat to my own existence. It would be troublesome if you got in the way of my plans. So when I send you to your grave in a few seconds, keep this in mind. You were sacrificed for my freedom. Ha 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 ha! Your time is up, child. As if I'd let you. No, Siegfried. I'm sorry, Lily. I couldn't keep our promise. Dad, no, don't die. Dad, get up. Dad, wake up. Dad! Damn it. He fell unconscious. And at a time like this... Okay, he's not dead. Lahar, you bastard. You evil piece of shit. Ooh, they swore. Don't think I'll let you get away with killing Siegfried. Injured or not, I'll definitely get away. And this corpse is powerful. I can use this. I'll return with even more power at my disposal. Hurrah, rah, rah. Farewell, rebels. I can't tell if Siegfried is dead or not. Sean, Siegfried. Anakin, this is bad. Sean's collapsed from shock. At this rate, he won't survive much longer. Oh, Sean is unconscious. Sieg is dead. That's unfortunate. I kind of needed him. What are you doing? Go tell someone. Get a healer. Are you just gonna let Sean die? At least help me carry him. I can't move. Damn it, you're so useless, Anakin. You too, body. Move, damn it. I have to take Siegfried's son. Lahar, Louis, Leon, Magnus. I'll never forgive you. And Siegfried, your war, and your son. I'll not let them die. Tell me, Lahar, how did it go? I killed the rebel commander. I have his corpse with me. That is him? Yes, I went through much trouble killing him. No, you didn't. You warped here and crit him. Right before I did, he slashed through my body. I need time to recover from this wound. Ha ha ha! This is great! Siegfried is dead! Their commander is dead! Oh, what a joyous moment. Victory has been achieved. With no one to lead them, the rebels will fall apart. Now I can create my dream world for my sister and me. Louis, you do realize I'm here, correct? Or has your sight just been lost to your incessant jabbering? What is it? The other commanders are alive, as is Siegfried's son. Your war is not over. Why didn't you kill them as well? Do not question me like I'm your servant, Louis. Is it Louis or Louis? I keep switching. As I said before, this dead man injured me before I had the chance. Now I am to take my leave. Deal with them yourself. No matter. I'll send General Landmark to stop their march. I've come too far to lose. I'll leave no room for error. How could this happen? I should have done something. And yet I stood there and watched him die. Anakin. I think the same thing every time someone dies in front of me. Damn it, I was useless again. But ultimately, we're both only humans and we're only so strong. There was nothing either of us could do. No, you're wrong. We could have helped Siegfried. We could have saved him. We only needed to do like 27 more damage. We could have at least kept his body, but I should have done something. If only I were stronger. Anakin, no matter how strong we grow, we may never be strong enough. You felt that power, didn't you? You should have felt it stronger than I did. He made a sacrifice, and by doubting your actions that you can never undo, you're doing an injustice to Siegfried and everything that he protected. Kellic, he's dead. Do you realize what's happened? Do you honestly have any damn clue what happened to Siegfried? I know you don't care about Siegfried, but how about the rebellion? What's gonna happen to the rebellion without him? What are you gonna tell the soldiers now who are just waking up to find their commander dead? What are you gonna tell his son? Huh, Kellic? Well, his son was there, so could probably bypass that one. We've seen thousands of people die, Anakin. I care about Siegfried too. I'm so mad I want to burn everything I see. But we're not fighting for Siegfried. We're fighting against Magnus. As long as Magnus remains, more people are going to die. If they claim it, it's fine. I don't care about claims. I only care about strikes, and they just claimed it last time. If one death makes you lose sight of that so quickly, then you shouldn't be fighting this war. Tell everyone what happened. Take good care of Sean. He's one of us now. You're gonna have to be strong for his sake. He lost his family, and you know what it's like to not have family, because we never had one. But losing family is much harder, I imagine. You don't have to say anything, I'll do the talking, but we have to move on. You know we can't quit. General or not, the rebellion will continue. The royal mansion awaits, and past that, our final destination. If we turned back now, we'd lose everything Siegfried entrusted to us. No, I've never gotten a strike. I got a claim for Naruto music once. But I've never gotten a strike. Oh, here's the jam. This is it, Anakin. This is where we make our final turning point. What? We've been pretty even with Magnus so far. However, now, our morale, it's extremely low. I know you heard what I said to them. You saw how they reacted. Right now our numbers are low and our morale is even lower. It is his world! That's Kellic's theme song, baby! But if we can win this, we can convince everyone that there's still hope. When we remind everyone that Siegfried wasn't everything, and we remind them of what they're truly fighting for, they'll be able to defeat anyone who stands in their way. Anakin, it's up to us. No matter what, we can't lose. The Imperial Generals, Emperor Louis, Lahar, the Senators, my brother, and Siegfried will surpass them all. Kellic. Your Majesty, preparations are complete. I shall protect this royal mansion with my life. I don't doubt that you will. Their forces are nothing without their general, although I must give the remaining rebels some credit for showing up. There are few people as stubborn and foolhardy as they are. Indeed, Your Majesty. There's a lot of treasure here, General.
Kill every last one of them!
Kill every last one of them! Here, I'll be angry. Our royal army may be reinforced by Gallagher's ether-infused armor. You can't take that for granted. You mustn't give the rebels any hope of ever defeating us. Do you understand? I understand, Emperor. I will not let them get hope. Warriors of Magnus, hear me. At the footstep now is an enemy of unimaginable evil, but their leader is gone and their hearts are heavy. Hold nothing back. Show them the true power of Magnus. Hey, commanders. I assure you this is worth your time. I now have a carriage with me. That makes me mobile. I'm sure you realize that the efficiency of my services will greatly increase. Hey, he's more efficient now. I will expect a raise for this service, however. Yeah, it does feel like there was a scene missing there. I don't know. It is, like, definitely, like, neat and subversive that they had, Siegfried died, but, like, I don't know. I'm just not really attached to anyone, you know? It does also feel a little... Oh, okay. This is happening. It feels, like, mildly contrived that, like... like, they have a guy that can warp in and kill Siegfried, and I'm like, why hasn't he just been doing that the whole time? But, like, that's like a Fire Emblem thing in general, right? That happens in a lot of games. It is going to be interesting from a gameplay perspective. I'm going to have to actually use other units now. However, I will figure out next time, because this is where I'm going to stop for the day. But thanks everyone for hanging out. We will be back with Engage on Tuesday and Thursday for Gold Mary's Bizarre Modded Adventure. So come hang out for that. Join the Discord if you want. Otherwise, have a lovely weekend.